I find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day is through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're mine, I walk the line. As sure as night is dark and day is light, I keep you on my mind both day and night. And happiness I've known proves that it's right. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Got a way to keep me on your side. You give me cause for love that I can't hide. For you I know I'd even try to turn the tide. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Because you're mine, I walk the line.
tonight. I can barely see the road from the heat coming up. Reach down between my legs, ease the seat back. She's running, I'm crying, right behind it, rearview mirror now. Got the feeling, flowers hearing, busy popping, ain't no stopping now. Panama, Panama,
I see BTTS and James are already talking about it, but this is a wonderful time of year, man. Conference play is about to start here on the Diamond. Aggie basketball's in the dance? We're dancing in year one with no roster before the season? I mean, come on. What a beautiful, beautiful part of the sports calendar, man. It doesn't always go like this. The possibilities are truly endless. At the beginning of baseball season, we still feel like that's the case. Love to get healthy, but I still feel like there's a lot to play for right now. A hell of a lot. A lot to be excited about. And then Bucky McMillan freaking getting it done. Didn't get Coach of the Year. We know. He's our Coach of the Year. Predicted 13th. Finished 4th, baby. Finished 4th! Got it done. Playing in the SEC tournament. On Thursday, we'll be live here. Late tip-off, guys. We'll be here at 8:30 Thursday night. So we're going to go live a bunch of times this week. We're live right now. There will be a salsa challenge. I have the glove because I can't touch it without it. We're going to go live Thursday night. And we're going to go live 3 for 3 this weekend. OU series. We'll be live Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And hopefully it's a series win. I'm feeling good about the series. I've been looking at OU. Actually, if you're in this show, I'm going to give you guys the link to my OU preview video that's dropping after this show tonight. I'll give it to you like early. I'll give it to you a few minutes early, whatever. But I am going to drop an OU preview video after this because I'm super excited for conference play. I've never done a baseball preview video, but hey, I think the boys deserve it. Boys look really good right now. I'm really happy with a lot of things going on. Y'all probably saw my last baseball video. Really happy with things. Obviously, nothing's perfect, but they're playing through injuries. Depth guys are stepping up. I think pitching isn't perfect, but it's ahead of where I thought it might be right now. That's for damn sure. Aiden Sims has been a godsend. Sadeo has picked up where he left off 2 years ago. Weston Moss got right on Saturday. He'll need to continue to get right. And I like some of the bullpen pieces. I like the fielding. I like the coach mentality a little bit more. I think we've gotten some good signs from the coach in this early season from Coach Early. So, yeah, I'm freaking excited, man. It's a great week in Aggie sports. If you're a Spurs fan, it's also a great time. It's like a beautiful time for me because I'm a diehard Spurs fan, diehard Aggie sports fan. Everything's beautiful. Everything's great today. Besides my garage fridge going out this morning. My main fridge went out 2 days ago. Transferred all the food to the garage fridge, which was the house of diet sodas and a few light beers. All my food got shoved into there. Then that fridge went out this morning. But the sports make it all okay. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. Thank you guys so much for being here. I see 13 people in here early. Everyone's just getting off work. Typically, these early streams will pick up as the game goes on. We're about 15 minutes from first pitch. Y'all say what's up in the chat as y'all come on in. I had it up a second ago. There it is. Boom. Pretty familiar, but Blake Binderup will get the start. So will Sawyer Farr. Excited to see both of them, man. I think of all the guys, I think everyone really who has played because of these injuries to Jordan and Hakopian. And make no mistake, those guys carry the upside of this team. But Binderup has been awesome. Farr has shown tremendous progress. I know we're up and down with Chestnut at times, but I think Chestnut does what Chestnut is supposed to do really well. And he will be a useful utility piece at some point in this season when this team is healthy. So you have to get healthy. Health is paramount. But guys like Binderup and Farr, their progression, their improvement, something to take away from the whole situation. But here's the lineup. Terrence Keel, batting first, batting leadoff, where he belongs, we think. I think the coaching staff sees it. I am interested to see what happens to TK2 when they're healthy. I hope he stays there. I think he will. It makes so much sense. Just gets on base, runs the base as well. And then setting the table for Caden Sorrell, who's batting second, Gavin third, Jake Dewar fourth, Kellner, Partita, Binderup, Harrison, Farr, TK in right field, Dewar in left field, Binderup DHing, and I think business as usual besides that. Caden Sorrell in center field. Yep, business as usual all around besides those few shakeups. And then Gavin Lyons, midweek guy, taking the mound. I'm still happy with what we got from Lyons in that UCLA game. Coming in and kind of steadying the ship there. Wasn't perfect. Who's perfect against UCLA? But I think Lyons has some potential here. So I'm excited to see more of him today against Stephen F. Austin. I'll read what's going on in the chat, guys. Good to see some familiar faces in here. I see James, of course, throwing down the lineup before I can even show it. Appreciate you keeping me on that, James. BTTS, great to see you, man. Yeah, what a season in basketball. What an unexpected season. I remember, like it was yesterday, getting Bucky, having a lot of excitement, and everyone's like, all right, it's great, exciting. Hold your damn horses. We got to wait and let this thing cook, let this thing percolate, because this man has no roster. This man's building from scratch, and we are at the tail end of the portal cycle. And yeah, the roster showed that. It definitely showed that. In close games versus LSU, close losses, a couple of blowout losses, whatever. This team freaking competed. This team played above their capabilities. And yeah, it's a season we're going to remember forever. Just like last year was a memorable team for different reasons for A&M basketball, and a lot of characters on that team that we love. Andy Garcia just making a 10-day contract for an NBA roster. Shout out Andy Garcia. But this team is special, man. And especially if this Bucky McMillan era goes the way it looks like it's going to go early on, we'll remember these guys as the foundation, the guys that really set the table for hopefully Bucky's tenure to come, and hopefully it's very productive and great. So, yeah, we'll never forget it, BTTS. I'm just astonished we got there. If we win a game or two, that'd be mind blown. Yeah, man, and it feels like the kind of team to do it. It feels like the kind of team that, can get hot shooting, and if that press and that aggression and that relentlessness can travel, which that is stuff that travels, hell yeah, they can win a game, maybe two. I mean, shoot, we're here. And you're saying exactly what I was about to say. I was about to use this phrase, BTTS, playing with house money. And really, they already were. Just competing for this, they already were. Just competing to make the tournament. Being in that spot was already playing with house money. And now it's like, oh my goodness, you got all the house money. Next year we should have more talent and size. Can't wait for the portal. Going to be fun to follow. Absolutely. Tied fourth. Cup's coming soon. Hell yeah, BTTS. So happy for Bucky, man. I met him a few times. Such a cool, genuine person. Dude, Bucky, and I don't know him personally. I never met him. I never talked to him. In the press conferences and in interviews, such a good interview. Answers honestly. Answers to the best of his ability. Up front. Basketball-oriented. Realist. It's just so great to hear him talk. It's so great to hear him talk about the game, talk about his players, just be real about everything. Bucky's awesome. He was good on Wake Up. I have not watched that yet. It's a dumb show. It's like a junk food show, right? It is a dumb show, but hey, if they got Bucky on it, they got Elko on it, I think, this football season, got to give it some love. Yeah, it's probably on YouTube by now. It's on Wake Up Barstool. They have a YouTube channel, I believe. Da bomb for every bomb. Shoot, man, I was thinking da bomb for every pitch thrown today. I'm thinking da bomb for every pitch thrown. Just kidding. Wake Up Barstool. YouTube has it clipped, his segment. Yeah, I'll check that out later for sure. Tennessee put up 9 runs in the first inning against Tennessee Tech. Oh. Hey, if we played Tennessee 4 weeks into this, if we played Tennessee Tech 4 weeks into the season, we're probably putting up 18 in the first inning, right? They got us early. Yeah. Good afternoon, Rolly. Good to see you. No baseball jersey today. I'm saving it for the weekend, man. It's honestly probably dirty. Andy did, yes. Andy got a 10-day contract for the Utah Jazz. That is confirmed. That is decided. AG forever. Dude, of course remember AG forever. Everybody. The bomb for every pitch. No, I was honestly, like, what do y'all want for the bomb tonight? I'm down to do it. Celebrate, like, the last game before we're officially in conference play. I got some sparkling water. I have milk. Like, we're good to go. I drank milk before this to kind of, just like this team laid the foundation for Bucky McMillan's tenure to come, I drank some milk to lay the foundation for the burning to come. No, I know we destroyed them. But shoot, 9 runs an inning? Is that just going to keep going? We absolutely destroyed them. We destroyed Oakland. Scares versus Penn. I like the non-con. I talked about this in my show. I really like how it shook out. The only thing is, like, you wish you didn't get run ruled, right? But they responded well. I think they responded well to the first adversity in the Penn series. I'm okay with it. You're not going to see that UCLA for a little while. You're not going to see that level, I don't think. I don't think OU represents that. Vandy doesn't represent that. I think you're a few weeks into it before you see that. And that's probably honestly with Texas, right? That's when you're going to get something similar. Yeah. We had a couple of 20-run games. Did we have a 20 against them? I thought it was like 15, 17. I know we got 25 against Damn Lamar. That was the last time I think we did a midweek here. And I did a bomb shot for every run scored, thinking we would get like 12 and it'd be a tough night. Shit, we had like a 10-run inning, 11-run inning, something like that. We had the whole night's work done in one inning in terms of taking the salsa back there. Every Aggie extra base hit. Dude, Rolly, I'll go bomb for every run tonight just to celebrate the start of conference play. I'll go bomb for every run tonight, all right? We'll go bomb per run again. I haven't done it in a while. That means this weekend, though, we'll be a little more selective. Maybe a bomb for every extra base hit, right? Every double or better. We'll do that this weekend. But today we're going to go for every run, Rolly. I think every run's good. I think we'll feel good about that. I was blasted off the bomb. Dude, I took off like a freaking rocket ship. You're right. And that's not like that's not a metaphor for anything. But it was painful. But when you like strategize with milk, it's not a big deal. This stuff burns, but it's not that bad down here if you're drinking milk. It's really not. So we're going bomb for every run scored. We'll do it again. The score? No game yet. Game has not started. Game starts in about 8 minutes. But I'm ready. I'm super excited, guys. Man of the people, yeah. Guys, if y'all want to give me your score prediction tonight, predict how many bomb shots I will take tonight. I don't think there are any updates on the injuries yet. Has anybody seen an update for the injuries? Does anybody feel like Hakopian or Jordan will be back this weekend? I think there's a chance. It was discouraging to see Hakopian go back down after his second at-bat back, which was a little bit scary. But maybe Jordan's getting to a point where he's healed. I think Jordan's a hammy or a groin, right? It's a muscle pull. Might be all right. I'm going to check the news real quick, just to make sure we don't have any updates. I don't think we will until maybe post-game or maybe the end of this. Yeah, maybe post-game presser from early. But he'll probably play it cool and be like day-to-day. And then maybe I think we'll get like a pre-game presser from early, maybe Thursday. Maybe we'll get information then. Or maybe we'll find out when the lineup drops on Friday. Let's just check the news. Who's the go-to news guy for baseball? It's got to be Richard Zane, right? It's got to be Zaner. Zaner's boots on the ground. No, nothing new. Just the lineup. Aggies 16, them 4. All right. The bomb shots 10, score Ags 15-3. Well, that would be 15 bomb shots because I'm going for every run. I'm hoping for a run rule in that case. Early mention on Texags, he's going to wait as long as possible to play them. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. And I don't feel like this team can't win without them right now. I don't think they can do I don't think they'll beat some of the upper echelon teams without them, but OU's really good, not a juggernaut. Like I said, drop in the OU preview right after this stream. And I feel pretty good about the matchup. OU's strength is taking balls and running bases. And I feel like A&M fills the strike zone and fields well. I feel like that can be a good combination for A&M. It's going to be tough to score on them. That pitching staff is really good. Extra base hits. No, that'll be this weekend. Extra base hits this weekend. Today we're going bomb for every run scored. Should we cap that at like 5? Nah. We'll go all out. I'm ready, man. I'm excited for baseball season. We took the weekend off. Really, it was because of scheduling. I couldn't make it work with the way that the scheduling shook out with the doubleheader Friday and then Saturday morning. I would have gone live if it was different, but couldn't do it. But we're back. Like I said, if you're just tuning in, you can see at the bottom the lineup for the shows coming out. OU series preview dropping after this watch party. That'll just be a video I drop. Thursday, basketball watch party. then OU series watch parties for all 3 games this weekend. And hopefully I'll have a fridge by then. I'm actually going to go fridge shopping after this ends tonight, so it'll be a late night here, especially if I'm hauling a fridge in and out of my house. We definitely need it for the heart of SEC play, 100%. We just need to go 16-14 in conference, to be honest. That's hard, though. Yeah, absolutely. Lions has his things tonight. Moss struggles OU. I think we see Lions start versus UG. Really? We'll see, man. I think, yeah, if Moss struggles against OU, it'd be a pretty troubling sign of things to come. He felt good about Saturday. We'll see. I think it could go either way with Moss right now, but thrilled with Sadeo and especially Sims out of pretty much nowhere. Full-size fridge? Yeah, I got to get a full-size fridge. My kitchen fridge went out. It's a double door, like, basic fridge. It's not like a French door or whatever you call it with the, like, pull-out freezer at the bottom. It's just, like, 2 vertical doors. Freezer fridge. It's dead. I keep opening it just to see if there's food in there, but I just get, like, the smell of dry fridge. Dry, lukewarm fridge. It's pretty nasty. 16-14 in conference. I feel like it's doable for this team, man. I feel good about this team, and that scares me because my expectations and my hopes are really high right now. Like, I know it's measured because I try to be realistic, but I also acknowledge that there are real possibilities with this team, especially when they're healthy. So, yeah, I feel good and it scares me. Hopefully I make it through. I'll make it through, guys. I drank milk before. We have this full thing of milk. It's chilled. It's ice cold. All my groceries, all my stuff, right, and my food is on ice in coolers in the fridge. I had to wake up and go to the gas station and get ice. Fill all of our coolers up with our food. So, yeah, that's what's going on. First pitch, 3 minutes out. Let's get this stream going. I'll get the scoreboard on screen as soon as I possibly can. My prediction tonight. Someone was in here predicting SFA wins tonight. I don't think so. I'm going to go A&M. They're feeling good. I'll go A&M 12, SFA 3. I'm taking 12 to bomb and 12 for branding, right? We got to go for the branding pick. Curious, what's your day job? I basically work for an online retailer. We sell agricultural products, salt spreaders, all that kind of stuff. It's a 9 to 5 more or less. Let's see here. This stream should be jumping on any minute, so y'all go to your watch ESPN apps. Of course, baseball's never televised. I wonder when we'll get our first televised baseball game. Will it be the Texas series? I was looking through the whole weekend slate. There's some really good matchups this weekend. None of them are televised. It's just crazy to me. Like, does it just not work? Is there just not national appeal for baseball? Is that just, like, not a thing right now? Or is it just not ever a thing? I feel like if you just give this sport a chance, it is so entertaining. Such a beautiful sport. The rattling about to be bogged. Yes, sir. We're about to rattle those bogs. Just going to peek at scores across the country. I'll read them out to you if there's anything interesting. As you know, Tennessee had a 9-run first inning on Tennessee Tech. They're now up 11-0 in the bottom of the second. Anything else of note here? Not really. Florida State in the second inning, still 0-0. Texas State about to go live the same time our game does. I'm sure we'll keep an eye on that score as we go along. And we're a minute from the stream starting. Evening, gents. I want some good old-fashioned belt to ass tonight. Beat the hell out of SFA. Amen, Aaron. Good to see you, man. Nebby says Ags by 90. Seems likely. Rattling Bog is over. Rattling Bog is over. Man, sadly, I can't watch either of the games or the stream. I'm in a hotel room and only have my phone. Aw, man. Man, oh, man. You can only watch one. I know which one you have to pick, Ryan. I totally understand. Well, here's the thing, BTTS. How long has Rattling Bog been around? Was that just a Hayden Schott thing, or has it been around for a while? I really don't know, because I jumped into this sport like 3 years ago. How long has Rattling Bog been around? Because I thought it was like a Hayden Schott and that version of Aggie baseball thing. So going into the year, I thought that maybe it wouldn't be a thing. Maybe it's not their thing. Maybe they want their own thing. Should I still rattle the bog here on stream? Are bubbles still happening? Is the ball 5 chant still happening? What's next? Let's go, Rolly. Let's go. All right, 6 o'clock. Get ready, guys. We're about to play Aggie baseball. Yippee! Stream has started, guys. Y'all can click into it now. Gavin Lyons is on the mound. Stadium looks pretty full. I mean, the attendance has been steady, man. There's excitement right now. The lawns look very, very active, full of Ags. Looks like a beautiful, cloudy, overcast day. I love today. It was a beautiful, cool, but not cold, overcast day. Beautiful baseball day down here in the south. Isn't it wild? Imagine being like a baseball fan, a college baseball fan in the north. You don't get a home game for a long time. It's always cold. You don't get to develop in the cold weather. It's working against them up there. It's beautiful down here in Texas. All right, as you can see, we're about to get this thing going. Gavin Lyons nice and ready. I might do a little bit of hop into both. I'm mostly going to be here on the stream. Oh, I appreciate that, Ryan. I appreciate that. I wonder if you can, like, get the game on the mini screen and blow that up and at least have the chat going so you can just be in chat and chat with us there as you watch the game. One time, I was driving to an A&M football game and my phone glitched out and I had, like, the Ohio State-Michigan game and like another game simultaneously playing on my phone screen while I was driving to College Station. Like, the phone's not supposed to be able to do that, and it happened, and it was glorious. You're also not supposed to watch games while you're driving. I was just listening, really. Trust me. All right. Batter up. First pitch is out. And he contacts it, and it's going to bounce into left field. First pitch is a base hit for Stephen F. Austin. Regroup. Never happened. The game starts now. Yeah, a dinker of a start. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Little adversity early. Don't hurt nobody. Second batter up. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. Let's have a get back K here. Let's get it back, Gavin. I gotta say that that leadoff guy for them looks like he's about 5'6" and will run the bases like the wind. Second pitch. Contacted, fouled off. 0-2 count for Gavin on the second batter. So Jay thinks that Gavin has a chance to take over as a starter on the weekend. I mean, I like Gavin, but I do want to give Moss some burn, man. We got some good stuff from Moss last year. Here's the 0-2. Line drive into right field. Terrence Keel collects it. Runners on. Lead off 2 batters on first and second. No outs. Wow. A little bit of a wake-up call right here to start this thing off. Just out of the extended reach of, I think that was Sawyer Farr. Leadoff is 5'9". The 2-hole was 5'4". Dude, I know. This 3-hole guy is tiny too. Here's the pitch. That's contacted, struck well. But I think that's Jake Dewar runs under it. Left field coming into center field. Jake Dewar gets to it. I believe that's Dewar in left field. Had to run a mile to get to it. Yeah, it looked like Sorrell was going to dive for it, but Dewar just comes over and he was there first. All right. Crisis averted there. That thing could have landed, but they got on their horse and got it. BTTS, that's center left field, right? That's center left? Or is that left center? You tell me. All right, 1 down. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. We're We're growing the baseball terminology repertoire here. It's coming along. I think I can slowly process like the numerical depiction of a double play now. Maybe slowly. 0-1 pitch popped up. It's foul, but looks like Partida's under it. 2 down. About 4 yards off the left field line. Partida scoots out there and grabs it. That's 2 down. Runner still on first and second. Left center. Thank you, thank you. The game didn't load up on my end. Were you in there waiting for it and it just never loaded? Is that what happened to you? Because that happens to me with ESPN sometimes. These dudes are aggressive. Hell yeah. I respect it. Left center and right center. Gotcha. 2 down. Runner still on. 5th batter up. Here's the pitch. Contacted. Slow roller to Partida's glove to first. That's the 3rd out. All right, got out of it. No big deal. Just a little wake-up call there. Get the juices flowing. Beautiful stuff by Partida right there. Running up to grab that. Beat the runner to first base. Come on now. Colin, the game is on Watch ESPN. It's only streamable. I think it's SEC Network Plus, but if you get ESPN Plus or Watch ESPN, you should be able to watch it. All right, 2 hits surrendered to start the game, but 3 outs to close out the inning. Not bad, not bad. And we'll see TK lead this thing off, followed by Caden Sorrell and Gavin Grahovac. Is TK still on that hit streak per game, like a 7-game hit streak? 7-pitch inning, 2 guys got hits. That's crazy. That's a wild inning. That's so true, BTTS. That is wild. Keels, Sorrell, Grahovac. What do y'all think? If and when Hakopian and Jordan come back, does Early keep Keel at leadoff? I feel like he has to, right? I feel like it makes too much sense. Well, since they've been out for a while, you probably ease them in a little bit. You might throw him in there after Dewar. Or is Hakopian so good you just throw him back in whatever he was, 2-hole, 3-hole? Because, like, if you're going to go based on what they were before they got hurt, you put them right behind Sorrell, I think. Both of them. Or Gavin. He's got an on-base streak going. Every game so far, knocking on wood as I say it and as you type it. Beautiful. Every game? Sheesh. Well, let's keep it going. Love me some TK. I gotta get the scoreboard up here. I'll do it when it starts again. TK batting .417, 1.011 OPS, 20 hits, 3 doubles, 7 RBI, 6 stolen bases, 5.32 on-base percent for Terrence Keel. That's what he does. I think either way we're going to smash. We know what Gavin can do at leadoff. He took us to a CWS at that spot. It's fun when you can start a game 1-0 because Gavin has massive power. It's true. It is true. Love TK leading off. He shouldn't be moving from the leadoff spot. All right. TK's in the batter's box. We're ready to go. Right-handed pitcher. First pitch to TK is out. He'll watch a strike. 94 mile an hour. Let's get the scoreboard. I'm ready. I got bubbles down there. I got hot sauce up here just in case something happens. TK contacts it, bounces out of the third baseman's glove, then slowly rolls to left field. That's a leadoff single for Terrence Keel II, and that's what he does. That's like a very similar start, +1 pitch, as what SFA had. Just a little bouncer past that third baseman's glove into that same gap as their leadoff guy. And here's the man. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday, Caden Sorrell. He had a good one on Saturday. Here's the pitch. Outside. It's going to be a good problem to have. Plus, you're only a true leadoff one time a game. True. True. One 0 pitch to Sorrell. Outside. Gonna have to see it well this weekend against OU. I think they've done better in that regard since the Penn series. Here's the 2-0. Really, the Penn series was when that was bad. Like, that was kind of the anomaly on the year. The Penn series, I forget who the midweek that was. Corpus, I think there were some bad at-bats there, but the long ball helped us out. Obviously, we're gonna have to just throw out the UCLA game. Here's the 2-1 pitch, fouled off by Sorrell. Here's the 2-2 coming up for Caden Sorrell. TK on first base. He'll check first. TK's back. Got to be careful there, but we were. I see the scoreboard is not aligned. We'll fix it in a minute. It's a little low. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Looks like it's fouled off out of play by Sorrell. Almost got it. I don't know why this thing gets all wonky on us sometimes. Here's the 2-2 again. Just a very, very slow roller to the pitcher, and he throws Sorrell out at first, but TK will get to second. TK advances into scoring position. That thing rolled like a bunt to the pitcher. What would you call a hit like that, BTTS? Like a slow, slow roller like that. Give me the term. Gavin Grahovac at home plate. See if Gavin can keep it going. It was a good weekend for Gavin Grahovac. Feel like he's on the up and up. Expected it would take some weeks coming off that shoulder injury, and if we can get Gavin to really start feeling like himself going into conference play, that'd be huge. First pitch is inside. Looks like Gavin's trying to rediscover that power, that consistency. It's all coming. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Smashed by Gavin. Left center. Going to the wall. It lands on the warning track. TK's going to score. And Gavin gets to third base. Beautiful, Gavin, beautiful. Come on, Gavin. He's back, man. It's feeling more and more so. Gavin Grahovac, baby. Right to that left center gap. Lands on the warning track just short of the wall. Left fielder couldn't get to it. And I got to take a dab at the bomb now. Because we're going bomb per run scored. And we got Jake Dewar. We got Gavin Grahovac at third base. That was a triple. Dribbler. Gotcha. Jake Dewar. First pitch is high and out. I'm not touching anything. Glove touch first. All right, Gavin gets this RBI and gets this hot sauce flowing. Boom. Cheers, y'all. Happy conference week. 1-0 pitch. Contacted by Dewar. Lands shallow center. And Gavin's going to score. I'll just double up the dab on this chip. Make it easy on us. Little bit of hot sauce, little bit of bubbles. It's a good afternoon, folks. It's a beautiful afternoon. Cheers. Double dab to start us off. Who would have thunk it? Yeah. Tastes like victory, man. Dewar on first. 1 out. Boston Kellner at bat. Here's the pitch. He'll watch a strike. Noble guy. Smash that like button like we're smashing the ball. Amen, brother. Amen. What up, Noble? Great to see you, man. Fast start to the hot sauce. Oh, man. Yeah, I want... Okay, that one's a low and out. You know, it's gotten to the point I was worried that whenever A&M would do well in these games with these hot sauce scenarios, that I would start to dread when A&M did well because, you know, some Pavlovian, you know, phenomenon going on here. Here's the 1-1. Smashed. Bounces into left field. Base runner advances and Kellner takes first. Another base hit. Beautiful stuff by Boston Kellner right there. Bat starting hot, man. Bat starting crispy. Love it. Keeping this thing low and vicious. But as I was saying, it's gotten to the point where the reverse effect is happening. I like it so much when A&M does well. The taste of the hot sauce makes me feel victorious. So this is a good thing. From Boston. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Runners on first and second. Nico Partita at bat. Here's the pitch. He'll watch a strike, high inside corner. So yeah, the hot sauce is now associated with great success. And it doesn't burn as much now knowing that. Boston on first base. Dewar at second. Partita at the plate. Let's go, Nico. Here's the pitch. That one's high. 1-1 count. 92-mile-an-hour pitch. Pitch number 18 coming up here. Here's the 1-1 to Partita. Contacted. Bounces past the pitcher's glove. Underhand throw out at first base, but the base runners advance. Runners on second and third. Okay. Okay. Is this going to be Blake Binder up? It's I'm just looking at the picture here. It's Binder up, man. Binder up's had a great start to the year. 2 runners in scoring position now. That ball is low and out, and it gets past the catcher. And because of it, A&M scores. Low outside pitch gets away from the catcher. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Can we get to the 7th inning, please? Nah, we're going to enjoy it. We're going to enjoy it. Dab up for Bindy. Kind of. What a glorious start. Base runner also advanced to third. Here's the pitch. Popped up by Binder up. They catch it. Lands shortstop. But that's a 3-run bottom of the first inning for the Ags. Beautiful start. 3-0 score. Alrighty. Pretty much as good as you could have hoped for there to start this midweek going. Keep this groove going that I think they've found themselves in the last 5 or so games. How we feeling, guys? Defense needs to be ready. They're swinging away. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah, as BTTS like kind of spelled out for us, that was a 7-pitch, 2-hit inning, 2 base runners on. And it was a 7-pitch inning. It was crazy. Aggressive approach here for SFA on the road. Kind of caught A&M sleeping a little bit at the beginning, but A&M woke it up a little bit. I think there was like a ball bounced off the third baseman's glove. I think it was the third baseman if they weren't in a shift. Not quite an error, I don't think. But we'll see Gavin Lyons take the mound again. Little early mini storm to weather that he took care of business on. Everything's been productive so far, though. How are we feeling about OU? Y'all let me know how you're feeling. I'm going to drop my prediction. After this stream ends, I'm going to post my OU prediction video. I want to hear how you guys think. We winning? We sweeping? We going to get punched in the mouth? I think it's going to be tight. Is LSU losing again? Jay, is it happening right now? I'll check scores between innings next time. First pitch of the second inning is a strike for Gavin Lyons. Lyons moving quickly. He shows bunt, pulls it. It's a ball. Any innings with run is a good inning. Especially when it's a crooked little number. If we can win 2 out of 3, that would be awesome. Amen. Check swing, but it's a strike. 1-2 count for the second inning leadoff. Oh, hot sauce battling back a little bit. Here's the 1-2. Strike. Got him looking. Let's go, Lions. That's 4 straight since the first 2 hits were surrendered. Got to find a way to get 1 minimum, though. Yeah. Is LSU just overrated this season, or are they supposed to be actually good? They're supposed to be actually really good. They haven't started yet. Gotcha. But they've lost 4 out of their last 5. Oh, you're just kind of talking about the lay of the land right now. Yeah. It's surprising. By far their biggest batter up. But it's popped up. Looks like Kellner's under it. That's 2 down. Jay Johnson will get it figured out. It's a long season. Yeah, absolutely. That's Sawyer Farr. Two down. These are some quick at-bats, man. They're cranking through this rotation. They're just swinging. They're just swinging. Pitch 14. He'll watch a strike, and I'm surprised to see it. 0-1 count for Gavin Lyons. 2 down in the inning. No one on. Here's the pitch. Ooh, they're going to say just high or just outside. 1-1. That was close. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. 1-2 count coming up. They could get right, but if not, that'd be hilarious. I know, man. What up, Drew? What up, Drew? How's it going, Trooper Drew? Good to see you, man. We're just getting geared up. SEC play starts this week. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Contacted down the first base line. Gavin collects it, touches first base, and that is the inning. Well, after surrendering 2 hits to start the game, 6 straight outs for the Ags. No runs scored. Batting his lineup, pitching his rotation. I know this. I'm going to keep messing it up. I don't know why. Like, when I start talking, I always reverse that. I'll try to keep it in mind. I do know this, but I will say it wrong. Bear, Harrison, Sawyer Farr, then back to the top of the lineup. Thanks, James. Appreciate you keeping us in line there, James. By the way, BTTS, keep it up. I need the terminology straight by the end of the season. We're working on it. This is the first year. I don't know if y'all can hear me right now. My internet went out for a second. Looks like we're back connected. It says I'm connected. My stream isn't back. But this is like my first year actually making deep dive pre-recorded videos for baseball. Really trying to jump into it hard this year. So if you can correct me in terminology or just things to look out for, I appreciate that, BTTS and anybody. I really want to see Bear get things going. Yeah, I had a tweet about Bear, and I mentioned Bear, in my last video at the very tail end of it. Bear is just like a couple of hits a series away from being a really good weapon. Because Bear's on-base percent is 500. He gets hit by a lot of pitches, but he also walks a lot. He's walked 10 times. That's like tied for third on the team. He's had some longer at-bats. Some of his like hits are just going straight to gloves. I feel like Bear's really close. I feel like Bear is really freaking close. And I think he's doing really good as a catcher. And given that OU likes to steal bags a lot, it's a big weekend for Bear Harrison. Here's the first pitch to Bear. Contacted, but it's right to the pitcher's glove. There it goes again. Couldn't find a gap. Goes right to the pitcher. I feel like it's close for Bear. I don't know. Like, at some point, you're just like, you're close, you're never there. But I think he'll get it. So I just feel like he's doing good stuff as a catcher. He gets on. Sawyer far at bat. Shows bunt. Pulls it, but it's a strike. Bear had a couple of good games versus Oakland. I like the guy. I'm in Bear's corner. Oh, 1 for Sawyer Farr. Here's the pitch. Outside. Going to go 1-1 here. He knows how to get beamed. Yeah, if you watch his stance, he steps over the plate pretty considerably when he steps into the pitch. 1-1 pitch to Farr. Fouled off. By the way, my brother called me out for this, saying that I say he makes contact way too much. I do say it a lot, but when you're watching on TV, I can't immediately say where the hit's going until they change the camera angle. So saying he contacts it, as he contacts it and it rolls to the first baseman, it kind of sets me up to say where the pitch is going once the camera angle shifts. Well, that's 2 quick down in the bottom of the second for the Ags. Couple of hits to a couple of infielders for Bear Harrison and Sawyer Farr. But top of the lineup here, Terrence Kill the second. Singled in the first inning. Kept that streak going. That's already done. That's done and dusted. And here's the pitch to TK. Outside. We'll check on scores around the country after this inning. Look up synonyms for contact. Just roll through some of those in case you overuse contact. Yeah, I do overuse contact. I could say he hits it, but that could be confused with a hit, statistically. We'll use contact today. We'll look into synonyms later. TK, high and inside, 2-1 count. But TK, I think, has proven to be the most consistent weapon on this team. Defensively, too. Some of the chase downs in the outfield, the athleticism he shows. Inside pitch. Had to kind of lean back and get away from that one. 3-1 count. Ball gets put in play. Well, the thing is, it could be foul on some angles. So I don't know if it's in play. 3-1. Contacted. Bounces off the third baseman's glove into left field. TK gets on yet again. Maybe I just lean into contact it and I just make a shirt that says contact. And I wear contact lenses and we're just like the contact stream. You want to be a broadcaster while growing up for a while? Yeah, this is a happy medium. If I was on the real broadcast, it would be probably a disaster. Especially if the refs get on my nerves. All right, TK's on. Caden Sorrell's up. The pitch is outside. 2 outs in the inning. I think we might just have to lean into contact. It's just the word. Contact. We're making content here, especially TK. He gets all the contact when I'm making content about contact. 1-0 pitch to Sorrell. Fouled off. See, when I can and I know, I say fouled off. 2-out rally. Let's go. We've done it before. We'll do it again. 1-1 count for Caden Sorrell. 2 down. TK on first. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Gonna go 2-1. Hey, 2 outs, top of the lineup. Let's make it happen, Captain. Contact. Lots of contact. Here's Caden Sorrell. 2-1 count. Outside. Gonna go 3-1. You're still better than Will Johnson. I like Will Johnson. I feel like he's a real pro. Maybe the facts get mixed up every now and then, but I think the voice is good and the articulation is good. Here's the 3-1. High and out. Caden Sorrell will walk. Gavin Grahovac, after tripling in the first inning, back at the plate. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. See what happens. Why don't you just say type of contact, fly ball, ground ball, line drive? I will if I can, but sometimes it happens fast and with just like the... Will Johnson's like cheese pizza. Here's the pitch to Gavin. He'll watch a strike. Oh my goodness, BTTS. He did not just type that. That's so funny. I don't know why. Will Johnson's the cheese pizza of sports. Here's the 0-1. No, I knew what you meant. Popped up center field by Gavin. Just shy of the warning track. That's the 3rd out. No. I knew what you meant. Gavin had a similar hit earlier, but it was in the center left gap, and it was a little bit lower, and it landed warning track. That time, gets caught just shy of the warning track. That was dead center. 3 down. There will be no rally, but still some good stuff happening out there. Of course, as soon as this team gets in the batter's box, they're going to be swinging for the fences. They've been doing it all games. Right. All right, now we got the scores going. Now that I'm on my phone internet. Georgia Tech up big. Wake Forest, Coastal Carolina in a close one mid-game. Tennessee, belt to ass. Florida State, 1-run lead over Florida early. Texas, 2-run lead over Texas State. This game is in San Marcos. Auburn up 4-0 against UAB. TCU up. Bama up over Troy, and that is about it. LSU will take on Creighton here starting any minute now. Gavin Lyons back on the mound. Drew's internet's having contact problems. Contaction. I'm having a contaction fit. Y'all's are all lagging. It's me. I'm lagging. Unless your game stream is lagging. All good, Rolly. Game's going pretty good, Logan. Little scare early from pitching. They're just coming out hot. They're swinging at everything, but everything under control now. 6 straight outs since the 2 hits surrendered early. Got 3 runs in the first inning. We're making contact. Things are good. Contact problems. I'm having a heart contact. Doesn't really work. Nico is pitching against TU or possibly another series, Drew. I hope so, man. I can't wait to see it. I'm surprised we didn't see it in the non-con, to be honest with you. I thought we would see Nico on the mound by now. I'm sure there's something to him still getting his feet under him with his current workload. And then once that is super settled in and comfortable, then they'll try their hand there. That or it's just so good they're saving it. Keeping it a secret. Which could be cool. All right. First batter up top of the 3rd. Gavin Lyons throws the pitch, and it is a strike. Gavin Lyons has taken care of business since surrendering 2 hits to the leadoff batters of the game. Second pitch is outside. 1-1 count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Just outside. That was pitch 20 right there. Good pitch count thus far. Here's the 2-1. Pop fly to right field. Caught by a TK. Routine. Easy. Cool. Early is saving him and not using him to show their teams what he can do. I mean, that would be so badass if that's the case. Not pitching. Nico could also mean he's not needed. Pitching staff has been solid. That's true, too. And honestly, it's great, but it's also like something I still want to see about this team. Like, we haven't had to use a lot of pitchers in games. Even against UCLA, like, they rode Moss probably a little bit longer than they would have maybe in conference, I think, maybe. Definitely wanted to see him just go through that. Then they go straight to Lions, and then they go to the freshmen, and the game's pretty much over. They haven't really had a game where they've had to cycle through the bullpen. So I'm curious to see that. And you're right, Trooper Drew. That could be a situation where Partita gets some burn. 1-1 pitch, contacted, out of play. Slowly rolls, out of play on the third base line. I was going to go to the game in College Station, but tickets were filled up, so now I'm going to WBC in an hour in Houston. Well, that's a cool pivot. That's awesome. Hey, you had that option. That's a good one to take, man. Did I see that Nico was interviewed after the Arizona State game? I'm sure I watched it. I think I've watched 2 or 3 Nico interviews now, yeah. I love Nico. I'm probably behind. I'll catch up after this 1-2 pitch, which bounces into the third baseman's glove to Gavin. That's 2 down. Let me try to catch up here. Yes, I am very behind. The inning is over. No hits, no score. We're good. I'm going to the restroom right now. Yeah, I think I got behind when my internet lagged out, but we're back. We're between innings now, or between the top and the bottom. I'll be right back. Jake Dewar at bat. It's a strike. Dewar, Kellner, Nico. Thanks, James. Is Nico a hard thrower like Cortez? Yes. Like, there's a consistent 97 velo come out of that kid's arm. At least that's what I've read. Like, legit 97. USA versus Italy, a fight for number 1 in the U.S. pool. Here's the 1-1 to Dewar, outside. I walk out there right as my wife's walking into the door. And I go, game's going quickly, we should be good. She had no idea what I was talking about, but I was subconsciously referencing how much hot sauce I'm going to have to do tonight. Oh, I spoke too soon. Here's the 2-1 to Jake Dewar. It's a little inside, but they'll call it strike. 2-2 count. And I wonder, like, how much, as a freshman coming into high school, he's able to work on everything. What's up, Quinn? Howdy. Here's the 2-2. Fouled off by Dewar. It'll stay 2-2. He's more valuable as a third baseman and a hitter right now. He's very valuable. Very valuable. Every run, Jonathan. We've already done 3, but we're on a break right now. I'm just, regrouping. We're good to go for more, Jonathan. Here's the 2-2. Fouled off again, left by Dewar. Hot sauce is every run, guys. We're celebrating the start of conference play in the last midweek before the first conference series. with a dab of hot sauce for every single run. We were going to go for every pitch thrown in the game, but we decided to dial it back a notch. We have to make it to Friday. Actually, we're going live on Thursday. We have to make it for Thursday for the basketball game. Here's the 2-2 to Dewar. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. I saw Prager gave up that grand slam. Yeah. Yeah. Good to see him out there, though. He did good the first inning, right. Boston Kellner at bat. I think he had a single first inning. He'll watch a strike. Hope this is not another 25 for your sake. I hope it's a run rule. But like a clean 12-0 run rule, not a 25 to whatever it was. That was crazy. Here's the 0-1 outside. And see, I'm okay with doing it again because I just know 25 is probably not going to happen. Probably. If it's like a 15, we're fine. It was really fine. It was just that 11-run inning that got to me. It was just so fast. Here's the 1-1 to Kellner. He'll watch a strike. One, 2 for Boston Kellner. Pitch 48 coming up for the SFA starter. 1 out in the inning. Here's the pitch. Contacted by Kellner. Right fielder comes under it. Excited for SEC tourney and basketball. Glad there's no national bubble implications. Yeah, and there's a conversation, right, about an early exit not being so bad because you get optimal rest instead of having to play back-to-back-to-backs or whatever it is. But this team did not carry over the shooting that I really wanted to see from Kentucky to LSU. And I look at this as an opportunity to find that, and I think that's probably most important. Partita, ball might land left field here. Left fielder running under it. He gets under it. That's 3 up, 3 down in the inning. It's a relief to be off the bubble. Yeah, and Bucky talked about that, how they're going to be able to play a little bit more free, a little bit less pressure. Maybe that can open some things up, because obviously the pressure's going to come back once you're in the dance. But I would love to find some shooting rhythm, man. And it was really good to see. Like, you know, Dominguez didn't have that carryover game we were hoping for. But it was cool to see him not play for like the last 15 minutes of the game and come in and absolutely drill a 3 and play some defense and do well. You're going to need that at some point. Someone off the bench just to pick up like that. That was huge. And obviously their grit, their ability to win a game like that. LSU played well. A&M just couldn't hit a shot, right? Like, I don't think A&M played particularly well on defense early in that game versus LSU, but really the biggest thing was A&M was missing their open looks. Exactly, BTTS. Amen. And he had a great look to win it. How many good looks did he have in the game that he just couldn't connect on? But that's the thing, right? Like, you're in an away gym, you're traveling, you're in a foreign environment, shots come and go. The things that win them games sometimes, like this grit, stick-to-itiveness, hustle, playing well late, finding it late, that stuff can travel. I wouldn't say the defense was elite versus LSU, but in the second half, the press really picked up and had some moments. And I have a feeling, you know, Bucky's kind of throttled up and throttled down that trapping press, like the really intense press that he does. I have a feeling we'll be seeing more of that in the tournament than not. You're just happy to avoid Dayton? Yeah, for sure. Honestly, probably would have been there if we lost to LSU, right? And won like one tournament game. All right, top of the fourth, batter up. Gavin Lyons still in there. Pitches inside, 1-0 count. But no, I mean, A&M is safe now. Like, I think we're pretty comfortable to say it. It's just there's some seeding stuff that can happen. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Here's the 2-0. flown up to right field. TK running under it. TK slides and catches it as it was about to land, maybe right on that line. I don't know if it would have been in play or out of play, but TK gets on his horse, sliding catch for the out. TK covers ground, man. That looked like it could have landed in play. Hard to tell at that angle. TK, man. TK. We'll see, David. We'll see what happens. Second batter up. 1 out. It's a strike. 0-1 count. OU's playing well. Yeah, they are. Don't think they've lost since we beat them. Ooh, they call a strike. That was a low pitch, but they'll give a strike for it. 0-2 count. Win or lose, I just want the basketball team to play hard. I can stomach going down fighting. Yeah, Hayes in the barn, house money, but let's go win some freaking games, man. How do you think we do against OU in baseball? I feel relatively good, but it's a big test. I'm Jonathan. Right when this ends, I'm gonna post an OU preview video on my channel. I'll give you my official prediction. Right as this ends, I'll post it. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Popped up. Out of play. Past the wall, out of Jake Dewar's reach. Next week will be OU week. Yeah, I know. Well, no, that's this week, right? That's this weekend. Because we'll play OU or South Carolina Thursday. And then all weekend's OU. This is OU. We're in OU hate week right now. And then we play them in football. So, beat the hell out of OU. Here's the 1-2. Popped up. Center field. Could be gone. And it is. Home run for SFA. Gavin Lyons gets tagged. First run surrendered of the game. Hit number 3 in the game. And it goes yard. Beat the hell out of Mobile, Alabama. Mobile Homa. I have a button that blocks the bottom right of my chat pane, so I thought you said Mobile Bama, but now I can tell you're saying Mobile Homa, which is a good one. Another one popped up. This one looks gettable. Sawyer Farr backs up underneath it, gets it, 2 down. That guy doesn't play for the Lumberjacks. He is the Lumberjack. That's right. That's right. He just jacked our lumber, that's for sure, Trooper Drew. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. 0-1 count. Here's the 0-1. Outside. South Carolina's going to play Oklahoma tough, I bet. Here's the 1-1 from Lions. Inside. Going to go 2-1 here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2 count. Two outs. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Hit by pitch. Batter gets on first. Still 2 down. Right on the buttocks. Get that man some ice cream. Okay. Next batter up. Lions will throw to first. He's safe. But like I was saying, guys, we're talking about basketball. We got conference play starting. It's a beautiful week in college sports. It really is. Here's the pitch. High and inside. 1-0 count. Pitch 42 coming up for Gavin Lyons. Here's the 1-0. That's a strike. So if Gavin Lyons gets a full starter workload today, say 80 pitches or so, can he pitch Friday? Like, I really don't know, like, what the ideology is there. Like, can this guy be a relief guy on Friday if he pitches a full, like 7 innings or so, 6 innings, 80 pitches? Can they go right back to him? I'm sure they don't have to. They got Vargas, Darden. Save him for Sunday or something. One, two. 2 outs. He'll check first. Runner's back. Not Friday. Saturday seems like a happy medium if they want to start him again on Tuesday, right? Sunday's pushing it close. That makes me think they probably won't go like a full workload for him today, right? I think they really want to have him in the back pocket. Yeah. I would feel a lot better if he doesn't go 80 today. Here's the 1-2. Ooh, just outside. 2-2 count. I'd feel a lot better with Gavin Lyons fully in the back pocket from the go this weekend. A lot better. Here's the 2-2. Got him looking. It's a strikeout. That's 3. SFA gets on the board. Solo homer. Still a 3-1 lead for the Ags. Let's get some runs going again. I'm thirsty for some hot sauce. I think they had 2 outs before the homer, right? Kind of lost it for a second there, but got it back. 5 innings and get him out. Agreed. What's he at, like 45 right now? 1 more inning. Get him to maybe 60. Be all right. Let's just check on some scores while we're at it. Tennessee still smashing Tennessee Tech as expected. Florida gets the lead over Florida State. Last we checked, the score was 2-1 Florida State. Clemson down 6-1 to Georgia Southern. Mississippi State tie ball game, bottom of the second with Tulane. Texas still up 2-0 over Texas State. Southern Miss and Ole Miss tied at 0. LSU should be up and running now. I didn't see it though. Got to peek at the LSU score with what's been happening over there lately. Morbid curiosity. I'm sure they do the same for us. 0-0 bottom of the first with Creighton. Bindi, Bear, Far. Middle to late portion of the lineup coming up with Blake Bender up, Bear Harrison, and Sawyer Farr. I'm loving Bindi, man. I really am. Shockingly, Arkansas is on their schedule this year. Yeah, it is shocking. Georgia looks really tough. It's, what is it? It's OU, Vandy, Georgia, Texas, LSU, someone, Mississippi State. Is that right? Was that even enough? No, that was like half the schedule. I'm trying to think of how it starts. OU, Vandy, Georgia, right? Then Texas. Then LSU. Equipment malfunction. Timeout. Purple team. OU, Georgia, Missouri, Vandy. So I just skipped. I moved things around. OU, Georgia. I forgot Missouri's early. Vandy, Texas, LSU, Florida, Auburn, Ole Miss, Mississippi State. We end with the Mississippi schools. I mean, Georgia's very tough. Texas, tough. LSU, I would bet they're going to be tough, like even though things aren't going great right now. Florida, Auburn looks tough. And then obviously State, glad it's at home. If we're playing for something in that State series, like that Saturday night, Friday night, Bluebell Park, oof, chills. Still working through an equipment malfunction, but I'm behind apparently. Did Blake Binderup just go yard? He did! Blake Binderup goes yard as my stream was lagging out. We're late on the bubbles, but we have him. Beautiful. He is rolling BTTS. Blake Binderup's on top of the world right now, dude. Superstar. Bear Harrison at bat, and we got to do a dab. My stream was buffering while I was looking at the schedule, and we were way behind. Thank you, Blake Binderup, for your services. 1-0 count. Bear fouls it off. Let's go, Bindy. Dude, the depth of this team is real. We just got to get freaking healthy. There is some real depth showing, man. And if we do get truly healthy and both guys are good to go, here's the 1-1. Oh, no, it hits Bear right on the knuckles. Knuckles sandwich for Bear Harrison. Please be okay. Sheesh, right on the hand, man. Looked like maybe the ring finger knuckle. Ow! We're not adding rules, BTTS. Don't do this. All right, well, Bear gets on. He gets on. I was saying, if these guys come back healthy, and in the meantime, while they're out, we find this def. Binderup gets it going. Chestnut is Chestnut. Farr progresses. There's a chance we can say that might have been the best thing that ever happened to us. If they're okay. They have to come back for that to be so. That's the 9th time, Nebby. 9th time. I feel like if Bear gets hit, there has to be a game where if Bear gets hit, we take like a guzzle. Like it's not just a drop. That last one burned a lot. Thanks, Binderup. Yes, I agree. I agree with that, BTTS. Cinderup. Oh, no. Oh, no. Line drive to first base. He tags Bear Harrison. He grabs it out of the air. Tag out at first base. Unlucky, man. Great snag by the first baseman. Snagged it out of the air. Bear Harrison was several yards down the line. That's 2 outs right away. Spurs about to play the Celtics. Well, I got to get a second screen going. That's a good point. TK, top of the lineup. 2 outs, just like we were a couple innings ago. Let's get that rally this time, huh? That last one got me, guys. That one's way outside. 1-1 count. That last dab just got me right. I don't know what happened. top of the mouth, behind the uvula. It's bad. It's like it's stuck in there. Another pitch way outside. Feeling the weight of TK on his shoulders is the pitcher. Spurs Celtics finals preview perhaps. 2-1 count. TK. High, but he calls strike. TK gets no love on those high calls. It's been like that all year. It's the bomb beyond insanity. 2-2 count for TK. Fouled off. Don't get it if you're expecting something delicious or if you're expecting something pleasant. This thing was built for one purpose, and that is pain. It's not a good hot sauce. Kind of tastes like burnt jerky a little bit. Two to TK. Fouled off left. It is the bomb. Full name, the bomb beyond insanity. Rocky got a former A&M baseball player on his podcast to come on. That's awesome. Who is it? That's really cool. Here's the 2-2 again. Fouled off again. There's activity in their bullpen. And that will be ending for their starter here soon. I tell you what, we took 3 before that one, but the Binder up one is the one that got us. It's just killing me right now. You just never know. Here's the pitch. Call ball. It was close. Just outside. Pitcher thought he was done. Walking towards the dugout. That's cool, Jonathan. Full count. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Looks gettable by the first baseman. It should be. And it is. Just an unfortunate series of events in this inning. Solo homer by Binderup. Bear gets hit by a pitch as he does. Gets on. Then an absolute piss missile line drive to the first baseman. He snags it. And then tags Bear Harrison out. And then TK flies out. Unfortunate, man. That could have been something there. That sucks. I don't know why that last. The fourth one was the one that got me. But we take it. Spurs playing the Celtics tonight. Talking about injuries benefiting some depth guys for getting more experience. That's exactly what happened to Boston, too, with Tatum being out all year. Some names have risen. Oh, man. UTSA up 3-0 against Texas Tech. Be a fun midweek down the road. Texas up 5-0 over Texas State. Kentucky up 3-2 over Ball State. Florida still up 5-3 over Florida State. Clemson down 1-6 over Georgia Southern. LSU, I'm looking for you. Still 2-2 Tulane, Mississippi State, top of the third. LSU's up 1-0 over Creighton, top of the second. Gavin Lyons still on the mound. (1-4) is the score. He'll start the inning 1-1. Ravens back out of trade agreement for Max Crosby. I just saw that, Ryan. I just hit my watch. Here's the pitch. It's a ball. It was close. It's 1-4 A&M. Ryan. 2-1 pitch. Narrowly misses the batter. 3-1 count for Gavin Lyons. We anticipate it's probably his last inning. Keep him in the back pocket for the weekend. Here's the 3-1. High and outside. Leadoff walk. Well, Gavin really did well after giving up the first 2 hits of the game, but things haven't gone necessarily smoothly. Last few at-bats. Haven't shown any activity in the bullpen just yet, but see how Gavin works it. Runner on first, no outs now. I'm lightheaded from that freaking dab, guys. It got me. Contacted. TK runs under it. Can he throw him out at first? He's back. He doesn't. But TK, man, just gets there real quickly. That thing could have landed. But TK hustles up shallow right and gets it. If that base runner was a step later, TK probably would have gotten him. Base runner was almost a second, and that thing was shallow right. Man, TK is an absolute weapon, absolute unit of a player, man. So fortunate to have him. And he's a legacy. I mean, it's so good. Top of the lineup shows bunt. Trickles down the first base line, but it's out of play. Just shy of the bag. I love TK, dude. He's my favorite player. He has to be. He's just so fun. I love it when he gets like that, when he gets like a really ambitious double. He just all out sprints to second. 0-1 pitch. It's a strike. Let's get a get back. Gavin Lyons working on pitch 54 here. 0-2 count, runner on first, 1 out. He'll try first. He's safe. Here's the 0-2. Popped up. Sorrell's under it. 2 down in the inning. All right. I feel pretty damn good if we got out right now. Mound visit. Early looks like he's going to make the switch, and he does. Not a bad outing at all for Gavin Lyons. Wasn't perfect. I think he responded well to the couple of moments of adversity. I like the guy. But they'll make the move with 2 outs, top of the 5th, 54 pitches. He's not going to qualify for the win now. Hey, we're not stat chasing. What's the rule to qualify for the win? I only caught a quick glimpse, but I do believe it is Ethan Darden taking the mound. 5 innings, damn. There's a phrase I want to use. It's kind of inappropriate, but he just got blue balled. That sucks. We do it for the team, man. We need you in that back pocket. And there's probably a matchup they're chasing right here. Or something going on here. I think it's 5. That's what BTTS said. Starters leave the lead after pitching for 5 innings. All other pitchers leave with the lead. Want us to let him get the last out? I don't know. I'm sure someone's going to ask him about that. Maybe not. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There's a matchup situation here. They're about to make the switch anyway, so they just do it now. I think that could make some sense. Yeah. It is Ethan Darden. I think these are a couple arms we're definitely going to see this weekend. But Ethan Darden will take over with a runner on first, 2 outs. First pitch incoming for Darden. It is a lefty, but I don't think this is the lefty that homered. I think the lefty that homered was a goatee guy. Here's the first pitch. High and inside. Batter has to lean away from it. 0-1 count. Never fails. As soon as I tune in, Drew is saying something inappropriate. Today I tune in and hear blue balls. What's going on? Well, blue balls happened. It makes sense why it would happen. Here's the second pitch. Fouled off. Here's what happened, Rudy. Gavin Lyons was 1 out away from logging a win on his stat sheet. But in order to chase a matchup and get out of this inning, Early pulled the plug a little bit early so he doesn't get the win. That's what happened. And we're considering that blue balls. I think that's fair to say. Strategic blue balls. Here's the 1-1 pitch. High and out. Eligible for a win. Right. He'll try first. You right, BTTS. You right. He'll try first again. He's back. Standing. He got poked in the eye, Ryan. If you play basketball long enough, you will get a finger inserted under your upper eyelid. It will happen, and it sucks so bad. Here's the 2-1. Pitches out. Check swing. He went around. 2-2. Looks like we got ourselves a new phrase. Yeah, we missed. Rolly stepped out for a second, Rudy, so he missed this one. We're going to have to get him up to speed later. You know he's going to love to hear that one, Rudy. There's another one that I say for rainy days that he'll tell you about. I don't know if you remember it. Here's the 2-2. Contacted. Bounces. Thrown out at first. All right, Darden gets it done. It is the nose. Better than an eye. Darden gets it done. Gets us out of the inning. They make the switch a little bit earlier than expected, but that's fine. Let's get these bats going, man. It was a beautiful first inning. Got a Binder up solo smash. Let's get some more. Let's get greedy. Mike, pull the plug early. Pull the plug now. Abandoned ship. Oh, man. You know they're cutting up about that. You know, they don't want to jinx it, though, right? So maybe they won't. Superstitions are real. All right, James, what's the lineup here? I think we're Sorel, Grahovac, and Dewar, right? Yep. James confirms it. Sorel, Grahovac, Dewar. TK with the flyout to end last inning. Unfortunate previous inning. Piss missile line drive to first baseman. Gets... What do we call it? Is that a double play? Like, what do you call that? It's pop... I don't know what you call that. BTTS, is there a terminology? Is there a term for that? He catches the line drive and tags him out. Do we just call that shitty? Or is there a word for that? SFA makes their pitching change. Right-handed pitcher. Now Devin Vassell gets hit in the face. Just double play. A doo-doo double play. That one feels bad because it was hit very well. But that's how it be sometimes. Lined into a double play. All right. New pitcher in. We'll deal with the top of the lineup for A&M. I got plenty of milk left, man. We need to get this hot sauce going. Lined out into a double play. Lined out into a double play is pretty good. Mike Evans is possibly going to San Francisco. I thought it was done deal. I thought Evans was officially going to San Francisco. Apparently nothing's a done deal until it's really, really a done deal. Sucks seeing Derek White. Yeah, but the team's awesome, though. I mean, it was to help the tank, right? As he fouls Wemby, they could definitely challenge that. Caden Sorrell at bat. Swing and a miss. First pitch of the outing for the second pitcher that SFA will use in relief. Well, first pitcher in relief. Second pitcher of the day. Oh, 1 count for Sorrell. Fouled it off. Down the right field line. Quick 0-2 count for Caden Sorrell. Let's go, Caden. It's still your birth month. Here's the 0-2. High and out. Good eye, good eye. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Sorrell. Contacted, well struck, but it's going to fly out in right field. Short of the warning track. Looked better off the bat than it did in the air. Gavin Grahovac. At bat. Swing and a miss. 0-1 for Gavin. Here's the pitch. Fouled off high. Looks like the first baseman's going to come under it. Right on the first base line. That's 2 down. Gavin tagged a ball into the warning track. Left center. Center left. Left center. In the first inning. flew out in center field, and then flew out right there on the first base line. Yeah, there's a 15-mile-an-hour wind right now. Well, that's 2 down, but Jake Dewar up. He'll watch a strike. Let's go, guys. I need hot sauce now. Oh, 1 pitch. Hits Jake Dewar on the leg, or did he avoid it? He avoided. The pitch went behind Dewar. It looked like it might have hit his calf, but it avoids him. It was close to hit by pitch, but it goes behind Jake Dewar. One for Dewar. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It's high. Gonna go 2-2. Here's the pitch. High. Maybe outside as well. Gonna go full count here. For Jake Dewar, working with 2 outs, no one on. I thought that was full count. It's still showing 2-2. Was that not full count? Oh! Pitch clock violation. That's a walk. Let's start a rally. Come on! I thought it was 3-2. The thing was showing 2-2, but the violation will just make it a non-issue. I think that's a ball, right? So that confirms it was full count. Pitch clock violation is a ball, right, guys? Just a ball. Boston Kellner. Here's the pitch. It's a strike. It's a sleepy game right now. Here's the 0-1 to Boston. Contacts it, bouncer to third base. Boston's thrown out at first. Another scoreless inning. It stays 4-1 Ags. I think it's just a ball, Ryan. Man. It was a great opening inning. Binderup got it done, but not too much to show since then. Looks like the wind is moving around, but it seems to be blowing out of center field primarily. Interesting. But I should be Ethan Darden back on the mound. 1 at bat, 1 out to close out the 5th. Gavin Lyons went just over 50 pitches. Should be in the back pocket for the weekend. Let's get a quick inning and get these bats going, man. We have a real active hot sauce challenge. Hot sauce for every run scored, and they're not taking advantage of it. We need more. Plenty of opportunity left. Darden getting situated. Batter up. First pitch is a strike. Here's the pitch, 0-1. It's high, it'll go 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled. So far on the year, Darden's ERA is 2.57. 1-0 record. Through 7 innings pitched. He's given up 4 hits. Ball is popped up. Center field. Caden Sorrell runs up and under it. Shallow left center. Sorrell gets to it. Darden with 6 strikeouts and 1 walk on the year. Can we get an Old Sarge for baseball? That'd be sick, man. We got to get an Old Sarge. There's a baseball Old Sarge, but we need it on some gear. I think Early was wearing some Old Sarge baseball gear last week, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe at the end of the Globe Life series. I thought he was wearing something with Old Sarge. Next batter up. It's a strike. 0-1 count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Low. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. There you go, Darden. Here's the 1-2 for Darden. Struck him out looking. There we go, man. Get a feel-good day for Darden going into the weekend where he's definitely going to get called upon. That'd be great. Keep working. 2 down in the inning. Pitch 14 coming up for Darden. Next pitch is a strike. About to be in and out for a bit. All good, BTTS. All good. This is the calm before the storm. We'll start cooking this weekend. Ball is popped up. Shallow right. TK runs under it. And that is 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 6 for Ethan Darden and the Aggies. It's time to get these bats woken up and going again. Good early. Not so much of late. Let's go. Let's get it. Alrighty. I believe it'll be Nico Partita up for the Ags. New pitcher in for SFA, handled the top of the lineup well against A&M last inning. Let's go, Fish. Oh, scoreboard's not up. Let me fix that. Pitch was high and inside, but they call strike. Oops, wrong scoreboard. Give me a second, I'll fix it for you. Partita fouls it off. There's the score right there for you. What, Dad? 4-1 A&M. 0-2 count for Partita. Here's the pitch. High. Above his head. I understand the team wanted to change the home run song. They felt it didn't fit their vibe. I switched to pick a less generic sound. What song replaced it? Here's the 1-2 to Partita. Contacted over the shortstop's head and into center field. That's a leadoff base hit for Nico Partita. Let's get a party started. Come on. Second baseman's head, I believe. Up and over. Blake Binder up, last at bat, solo homer. He's back. He's been damn good this year. No outs, runner on first. Blake Binder up. He'll watch a strike. Look like a curveball there. Slow looping pitch. Good stuff, Nico. Let's build off of it, Bindy. Come on. 0-1 pitch to Binder up. He'll watch a strike. 2 pitches to Binder up, 75 miles an hour and 77. Way off speed here. Got to Binder up twice. Here's the 0-2. 76 mile an hour. Got him swinging. 3 off-speed pitches just struck out Binder up in 3 pitches. Yeah, what's the new song? I heard it's not Rattling Bog anymore. And yeah, like I said, I said at the top of the show, I don't think you were here yet, Danifest. I honestly didn't know if they would have Rattling Bog be the song this year just because, like, Hayden Schott was gone, and that was like their song. Bear Harrison at bat. He'll watch a strike. Some thumping techno music now. Look. If the team does well, we'll start to like the song. It's just how it's going to go. The song is secondary to the team. Here's the 0-1. Fouled off by Bear Harrison. 0-2 now. Oh, 2 for Bear Harrison. He'll throw to first. Partita's back. 1 out in the inning. Partita stays at first. 2 strikes for Bear. Exactly, Danifest, exactly. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off left by Bear. It'll stay 0-2. I understand it, Trooper Drew. I've been saying, like, I didn't know if that would still be the song going into the year because it's not really this team's song. It was kind of, it felt like a Hayden Schott thing. It's a new team, new personality. Here's the 0-2 to Bear. In the dirt. Blocked. Partita will stay at first. Good block with the chest. One, two count for Bear Harrison. One down. Nico on first. Here's the pitch. Contacted by Bear Harrison. Left field corner. It's in play and off the wall. Bear Harrison. There has been a Bear sighting in College Station. There we go, Bear. Come on, baby. I'm loving that, man. I've been thinking about Bear Harrison a lot this week, man, and this is exactly what he needs to add. He gets on. He leads the team in free passes this year when you combine walks and now 9 hit by pitches. 10 walks, 9 hit by pitches. But just a couple of at-bats like that a weekend, man, and then Bear's an absolute weapon. He's close, and that just got him closer. Sawyer Farr's up, runners in scoring position at second and third, 1 out in the inning. And the ball will hit Sawyer Farr on the knee. If it wasn't Bear, it would be the next guy. Base is loaded. Right on the knee. Sawyer Farr kind of squatted down in pain after that one. Ooh, like inner quad. Inner quad, right on the quad. Trainer will walk out there with him, but he's all right, walking it off. Sawyer Farr's a young, tough guy. Chatting it up with Claunch and the training staff. And now a mound visit for the relief pitcher at SFA. And he will hand the coach the ball, and we will have a pitching change with bases loaded and 1 out. Good stuff. Momentum. Ride it. Ravens backed out of Max Crosby trade due to medical concerns that arose from the physical. That'll happen. That's why they do the physicals. Top of the order, too. Absolutely. That's right. Top of the order. TK, 1 out, bases loaded. That's the rundown, Gabriel. Sawyer Farr, bottom of the order, just got hit by a pitch. Bear Harrison. Ball in the left field corner in play off the wall. You're in a great spot right now. It's time to capitalize. I think this, how do you think this pitcher feels right here? Is he going to be a little shy of the strike zone here? Should we play this super patiently? Anybody know baseball? Like, if you're a pitcher coming in this situation, 1 out, bases loaded, top of the lineup, is there anything in there kind of creeping you away from that strike zone? It's a perfect time, Ryan. It's a great time to jump back in. Oh, we got the bubbles on deck. I got the hot sauce on deck. We're going hot sauce for every run scored. We're ready. Got some very average chips, some terrible hot sauce, and some absolutely beautiful bubbles. Let's see what TK can do here. It would be beautiful if TK got his first home run of the year. Could you imagine? Righty pitcher on the mound. Third pitcher of the outing for SFA. And TK is in the batter's box. First pitch in the dirt. Blocked. Runners stay put. 1-0 count. TK, 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 TK. How about a ball 5 chant right here, right now? Long way from that, but I can dream. 1-0 to TK. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Inside pitch. 2-0 count. Way to see it. Way to feel it, Mr. Terrence Keel. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 91 miles an hour. Bottom of the strike zone. Gets TK. 2-1 count. There will be no ball 5 right here, right now. Here's the pitch to TK. Contacted to the second baseman. They'll get the out at first, but a run will score for A&M. All right. It wasn't our wildest dreams, but it was productive, and we are blowing bubbles, and we are taking hot sauce. TK, good enough. Good enough, man. A&M's on the board. 5-1 lead. Cheers, TK. You did this, man. You did this. TK Grandy would go wild. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. And a walk for Caden Sorrell. I believe that was an intentional walk, right? I looked away for a second while I was consuming hot sauce. Base is loaded yet again. And it's Gavin Grahovac. 2 outs. Base is loaded. Gavin. Here's the pitch. Low. Outside. 1-0 count. Let's go, Gavin. Plenty capable. That hot sauce is fighting. If this somehow is a grand slam, I'm taking 4 dabs of hot sauce. Here's the pitch. Low and out. 2-0 count. Come on. Come on. Rising action. Residual bubbles are flying from the last run scored. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Inside, 3-0. Wave the magic fingers. Wave them. Wave them. Let's go. Oh, they called strike? No. The count was wrong. It's 3-0. Wave them. Wave them. The 3-0 to Gavin. He'll take a strike. Fine. You take that strike. You don't swing at that pitch. He avoids the ball 5 chant. But we have a 3-1 count for Gavin with the bases loaded. Come on, Gavin. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. That's a walk, and that's a run. Way to see it, Gavin. Play this thing damn patient, and we'll just score some runs, and we'll take some more hot sauce for it. Jake Dewar, plenty capable. Entering the batter's box right now. Bubbles are flying. We need to get them flying in this room as well. Clean my desk off with some soap. I got bubble on the chip. Jake Dewar, Ags up 6-1, 2 outs. Bases loaded. He'll watch a strike. Look at these bubbles fly, man. It's beautiful. Here's the 0-1 to Dewar. In the dirt, but blocked. Wasn't tremendously inside, but still a good job to block it by the catcher. Otherwise, a run scores. Dewar. 1-1 count. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-1. Well, we can keep playing it like this, and we'll play it slow. The hot sauce is percolating, I have to say. It's building up. Jake Dewar, 2-1. Here's the pitch. Contacted. Hits the gap to center field on the ground. Ags will score. 2 score for the Aggies. 8-1 lead. Jake Dewar, a slow roller. Right past second base into the outfield. And bubbles are flying yet again. Oh, we're having fun in this inning. The 6th inning was the one, guys. Let's go. Welcome to the game, pitcher. This is a double dab because you scored 2 there. 1, 2. Double dab. Boston Kellner pitches low and out. Jack Moss is definitely the comp. Runners in the corners. Boston Kellner with a 1-0 count. Pitcher will try first base. Dewar's back. Grand Dewar. Good hit by Dewar. Get her done, Dewar. Dewar, I hardly know her. 1-0 count for Kellner. Here's the pitch. It's a strike. One count for Kellner. Here's the pitch. Outside. Bit of a lunge for the catcher to get to that one. Two-one count for Boston Kellner. Here's the pitch. Inside. Almost hit Kellner. Catcher blocked it. Ball stays in front of the catcher. The cup is water. The other cup is milk. But that's because we're doing a hot sauce dab for every run scored by A&M today. The bomb beyond insanity hot sauce. Drake. 3-1 count for Boston Kellner. Runners in the corners. Bubbles are still flying. Here's the pitch. Just got him on the high inside corner. Going to go full count here. Bullpen action for SFA. Pitcher number 4 coming up soon. Partida's on deck. Walked him. Full count. He watches it, and it's a walk. Bases loaded once again. Way to see it, man. The fish have eyes. And now a triple can get A&M into run rule territory. Partida on deck. Next batter up. But there will be another pitching change for Stephen F. Austin. So when we resume, bases will be loaded with 2 outs and Nico Partida in the batter's box. Nico Grandi. Partida grand slam coming. Let's get a fish slam. I love these freshmen, man. Come on, Nico. Nico. No, Nico's fine. I love Wilson, but we trust Nico here for sure. Let the chips fall where they may for Nico Partida. Do it, Ryan. Do it. Do what you got to do, man. This is exciting times. This has been a great bottom of the 6th inning. 4 runs scored so far. And I believe Partita was the leadoff in the inning, and he's at bat. Want that Nico Grand Slam Partida. He can do it. Hakopian has back tightness that's ongoing. And Johnson has a pull or a strain of kind of the groin hamstring area. But they're week to week. They're going to play it super safe. Don't expect it to be a season-long thing, but it could go longer. It could go longer than just right now. You know, it could be a few more games, a few more series. We don't know, though. It's definitely week to week. Can probably survive a couple series without him, but to achieve at the highest this year, got to have him. Yeah, Jordan. You're right. Not Johnson. Righty pitcher, pitcher number 4 for Stephen F. Austin on the mound. Don't do that, Drake. Don't do that. We need him. We need him. We need the troop. Nico Partita. At bat. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Didn't go around. It's high. Ignore that ball strike count up there. It was wrong. Now it's right. 1-0 count for Partita. Ump calls time. Not sure what it was. Maybe some kind of equipment malfunction. All set now. Partita back in the box. 1-0 count. Bases still loaded. Here's the pitch. Contacted by Partita. Will it land? It lands in center field. Nico Partita gets it done. That's our freshman, baby. And the bubbles are blowing in Olsen again. Let's go, Partita. Come on, baby. That's a 10-1 lead. It was 4-1 in this inning. Second pitch of the at-bat. Lands shallow center. Beautiful stuff, Nico! We're double dabbing for that one since he got 2 RBIs right there, 2 runs scored. Blake Binderup already went yard today, but that pitch is low and out. Runners at the corner. Little double dab action for you. Here's the pitch. That one's just outside. 2-0 count for Binderup, who 2 at-bats ago had a solo homer. Baseball's a beautiful thing, ain't it? I think I handled that dab well. 2-0 count for Binderup. Contacts that one. That one's pretty deep. That one's gone. Giddy up, Binderup! He did it again! He did it again! Blake Binderup has arrived, fellas. This is the year of the Binderup resurgence. Tremendous young year for Blake Binderup. And he goes yard for the second time. This one scores 3. Blake Binderup, baby! Wow, wow, wow. What an inning. That is a 9-run inning for your Ags. And the party keeps it going. The party keeps it going. What a beautiful time. That's a triple dabber for us right here. We got a triple dab for that one. Low pitch for Bear Harrison. Oh, it's getting rough over here. I'm almost out of liquids. Run rule in play. 12-run lead Fouled off by Bear Harrison. He needs to start. Over who, though? We're so deep. We have so many options. Let's go, Chris. We got the dynamic duo Lucky Charm going on, Chris, don't we? 1-1 count for Bear Harrison. Looks fouled off out of play. Oh my goodness, my mouth's glowing, man. We decided to do a dab per run. I thought we'd get around 12 runs, so as long as we just end the game after this inning, we're fine. But it's hot. It's hot, man. Bindi is such a weapon off the bench, and that's something I would have said last year. Yeah, we got power off the bench with Bindi. We got the Swiss Army knife, utility piece with Chestnut. We got the project piece with Farr, who's doing well. No way. Did Bear Harrison just do it to us? There has been another bear sighting in College Station. Bear Harrison goes yard. And the bubbles just don't stop. It's a bloodbath. It's a bubble bloodbath. Bear Harrison. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Man. What an inning. What a freaking inning. It's a 10-run inning. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a 10-run inning. That is also a 10-dab inning for the Salsa Challenge, and I'm out of chips. I'm out of chips. I've never had this problem before. 459 feet? I didn't even see the ball land. It's on the rack. That thing's on the rack. Oh, man. And there's going to be a pitching change. I really can't just dab because... All right, here's what we'll do. I'm going to put some on the lip of the drink, and then I'm just going to drink it like it's a drink. Bear Harrison, you did this. Now we can save the bullpen. Amen. Rolly, we're having a 10-run inning right now, Rolly, so I think you know how it's going. We're 10 bomb dabs into an inning. I'm happy about it, though. Like I said, man, I associate that spice with Aggie success. So when I'm burning up, I know we're burning up out there in a good way. I ain't mad at it at all, even though I'm kind of dying. And they didn't want to face Sorrell with 2 out, but the lineup is just too deep with them. They're going to have to make a decision about Sorrell again if they're not careful. Bear did this. What a freaking inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a lot of fun. And we're on to, I think, the third pitcher of the inning. Oh, my goodness. I'm sweating, y'all. I'm very much sweating. I'm out of all my drinks. I like TK in the leadoff, but BTTS made a good point. You only lead off once in the game. TK just gets on, man. But look, if you want to start Gavin, that's fine. Gavin's going to start looking more and more like the Gavin Grahovac of old as he distances himself from that shoulder surgery and he reacclimates to the game. And we're seeing that in real time. I could have pulled the bear noise. I just didn't do it, Jonathan. We got to save some tricks up our sleeves right now. Right now, the stream by itself is hot and fresh. So we'll add the Bear Harrison bear sounds as the season goes on for sure, Jonathan. I got you. All this happens on my run. Keep running! Keep running, Forrest. Run, Aaron! That one's outside. I'm good with going Hubert to close this out. Save some arms. Go with the young guy. Get him some experience. You could go Cunningham. I would say save your weekend arms, though. I mean, they go Hubert on the weekend. They can, but here's the 1-0. Outside again. Look, man, nothing wrong with filling the strike zone right now. Bases are not loaded. What do you have to lose right now? Get out of the inning. 2-0 count. Keep running, Aaron. Here's the 2-0. Outside again. Fill the strike zone, man. I get coming in with bases loaded and being a little tentative about it, but you got a chance right now. 3-0 count, however. We'll go some magic fingers on him, and he'll recover with the strike. 3-1 count. Far had to take that one. Oh, it's going good, Ted. It's a nice 10-run inning for us right now. And we're 10 salsa dabs in on the inning, my friend. It's beautiful. Mouth is glowing, and so are the bats. And there's a walk. Will the party continue? Because I think this whole party has been going on with 2 outs. I think the whole time we've had 2 outs. From the first run scored to the last, if I'm not mistaken. Sawyer Farr's on first base. Top of the lineup? No, it's Jorian Wilson. Welcome to the party. Getting some young guys in. TK getting the rest of the game off. Beautiful. Headed right into conference play. This is your last inning at bat before conference play. What a good one! Jorian Wilson at bat. Fouls a pitch off. Parzival. Jaylen Brown got ejected. I see that. And he still wants to go. Terminator. What's the nickname for Jorian Wilson, y'all? People have been calling him Terminator. Ashes, Tunes, you're out of game. What an inning, huh? This team is so slept on. That's what you've been saying, Noble. You might just be right, man. 0-1 count for Jorian after the foul. That one's outside. 1-1 count. Jorian Wilson. Sawyer Farr's on first base. Top of the lineup, but Jorian subbed in, fouled that one off. Pinch hitting for Terrence Kuehl II, who had a fine day himself. Went to the restroom and bats got hot fast. Guys, log whatever you were doing this inning, and when the Aggies are not doing so well, start doing that thing again. That's what we got to do here. Jorian tags one down the right field line, but it's out of play. Line drive out of play for Jorian. Log what you were doing this inning. Aaron was running. Ashes Tune is at the game. Ronnie goes back on the pot. I was driving home from Payway. Well, Payway is where you go when we need it, Parzival. 1-2. Outside, it's a ball. Seeming to make and eat dinner even during morning games. Just make it breakfast, but call it dinner. Just call it whatever you're calling it. And if it doesn't work, just do exactly what you're doing. If you're having freaking cheese enchiladas, you make cheese enchiladas at 11 a.m. Call it lunch. 2-2 to Jorian. That one's low. Full count here for Jorian. 10-run inning, guys. Securely in run rule territory. We'll see what arm they go to get us to the run rule. I think that's a good little situation to throw the freshman Huber down into, right? Have him get us out of the game. Tagged by Jorian. It's going to land shallow right field. And the party will continue, if only for now. Sawyer Farr on third base. Jorian on first. We got runners in the corners. Let's see who bats for Caden Sorrell here. I doubt it'll be Sorrell. It could be. But they did pinch hit for. Oh, I see the crowd clapping. You know what it is. It's T-Nut time, baby. Can T-Nut keep the party going? You're still working, Emery? Here's the pitch to Travis Chestnut. That one's low and out. Terminator. Let's go, James. Let's go. Oh, this is a watch party. 1-0 for Chestnut. In the dirt. Catcher controls it. 2-0 count. Jordan's going to get better with playing time. Dude, when he gets his weight into those balls. That sounded terrible. You know what I mean. Let's go, Travis. 2-0 count. That's a strike. Oh, my goodness. Travis Chestnut, 2-1 count. Runners in the corners. 2 outs. It's been 2 outs for about 10 runs now. Here's the pitch. Low and out. 3-1. Yeah, young Alpha Cobra. I know. Stop, guys. I know. You never know. You never know how things will sound. They sound fine in your brain, but they come out. Here's the 3-1 to Chestnut. High, inside, walk, bases loaded again. Who's in the bat in the 3-hole now? Nah, leave it up. It's okay. I'm on here long enough live. Things are just going to be said, and I just can't take them back. You know what I mean, though? When he gets all of his weight into clean contact, the ball gets evaporated. Ted, I'm sus as hell. You're absolutely right. Another mound visit. Oh, so you want to start conference play? Well, you're going to end the non-con in a very, very good way. As long as it doesn't indeed end here, we'll just need a little bit of help from the pitching staff to get us out of it. By the way, the rich get richer. My wife's bringing me pluckers. I'm getting food after this. One more salami. One more opportunity for a salami. Let's get it. Who's it going to be? Normally it's Gavin here, but they're doing all the depth guys now with the game very much in hand. Who could it be? You know, he's a straight married man with how sus he's willing to be for the boys in gear. Absolutely. Absolutely. We ain't worried about being a little sus here. Don't matter. We're taken care of. I'll get the scoreboard back up in a second. Just got to end this game now. I mean, we're going to get more runs before we end this game. I'm not out of the woods with the hot sauce either with 3 on. Everything we've done has been with 2 outs. I think I saw Blake Labuda, the transfer catcher, on deck. I think that's who it was. We'll see who it is. I doubt it's Gavin. They're getting everyone out, letting young guys go, or letting guys with less experience go. Oh, you missed a little bit, BTTS. I have a feeling you know. Yeah, it's like the 6th pitcher now. Run rule, Pluckers in a Spurs game. Lucky man. It's a good day, but the Spurs have to win. A&M got their job done. I'm sure BTTS was plugged in, though. I'm sure he knows. You gotta get a quarterback ticket, damn. Is that Labuda? Swing and a miss. Yes, Labuda. Backup catcher. Boom. We're back. 0-1 count, bases loaded for Labuda. That one's high. Almost got a headshot there, but he ducks. 1-1. Go get another ticket. Yeah, BTTS, we've decided whatever you were doing in the bottom of the 6th inning versus SFA, Whenever the Ag Bats need life, you got to go do that thing. So you got to go get another ticket. 1-1. Contacted by Labuda? No way. Not Labuda. Oh, caught on the warning track. Good effort, Labuda, but a 10-run inning. Beautiful, feel good, hopefully final inning leading into conference play. Labuda was just a couple of feet off right there from ending this thing with a grand salami. But that was a beautiful, beautiful inning. I'm going to read off a recap if I can, because that was... I'll need a cigarette after that one. See if I can find live stats. Those can sometimes be a shit show, though. Live stat. Not great for college baseball. Let's see if it works. All right. To recap the inning, the first run scored. Keel grounded out to second base, RBI. Farr advanced to second. Harrison advanced to third. Partita scored. That made it 1-5. Grahovac walked, RBI. Sorrell advanced to second. Farr advanced to third. Harrison scored. 6-1. Dewar single up the middle. 2 RBI. Grahovac advanced to third. Sorrell scored. Farr scored. 1-8. Partita single to center field. 2 RBI. Kellner advanced to third. Dewar scored. Grahovac scored. Score 1-10. Binder up. Homer to left center. Second homer of the day. 3 RBI. Partita scored. Kellner scored. Harrison homer to left field. Solo homer. A&M current score 14-1. Beautiful ending. Round of applause to these boys. Round of applause. Run rule in play. Pitcher, get us home. Take us to conference play. 10-run inning, baby. 10-run inning. And that was the recap for you. There's a baseball game in the 8th inning, 32-4. Let's check scores around the country. Haven't done that for a minute. I'll show. Coastal taking care of business against Wake Forest. It's been a close game until now. Florida still up 6-3 over Florida State. Kentucky up 9-3 over Ball State. Texas up 7-3 over Texas State. Mississippi State in a close one, down 4-2 in the top of the 7th against Tulane. Ole Miss 1-1 tie, top of the 9th with Southern Miss. Auburn taking care of business versus UAB. Bell to ass over here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Bama winning. LSU down 1-4 against Creighton. They're going to do it again. It's going to happen again, maybe. Look at it. I messed it up. I got too excited. Look at it. Look at it. It's happening again. What is going on? What is going on? Look, we can point and laugh now. They're going to get it right by the time they play us. It's going to happen. I wish, yes. No, I was about to say that. You stole the words out of my mouth. I want to play them right now. I want to play them right now. They're going to get it together. They are by the time we play them. It's just how it goes. They're well coached. They'll figure it out. Vargas to close us out. Okay, so interesting. I would say the 3 main relief guys that have established themselves this year have been Lyons, Darden, and Vargas. And those are the 3 pitchers A&M goes to in their last tune-up game before non-con. So I guess they just want to get them going, get them lathered up for the weekend. Because you know they're going to be called upon. They're going to be called upon. So they're all getting their last dress rehearsals. I think it was about 55 pitches for Lyons. Maybe 20 for Darden. And now 7. for Vargas. These are the guys, man. And then Freshcorn and Stewart, the closers. I'm wondering who else is going to emerge as the kind of the go-to pieces in conference play. Any other names y'all want to throw my way? It's Lyons, Darden, Vargas as relief, and then Freshcorn and Stewart for sure as your closers. Who else emerges in conference? They did not lose a coach. In fact, they're defending champs. I like Freshcorn. I like Freshcorn a lot. Check swing. Didn't go. No, he did go. 1-2 count. Wow. Runner got on first. I couldn't tell if it was a hit by pitch or a walk, but leadoff guy got on. No outs. 1-2 count for the batter. I hope. Oh, swing and a miss. Vargas gets the strikeout. 2 outs for a run rule. Maybe Partita. I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't just throw a freshman out there, but maybe, man. He's really good. I thought it would come in like a midweek or a non-con game for Partita for sure. But he seems to be, like, the impression completely is that he will pitch this year, but we just haven't seen it yet. Wonder when it'll come. Little curiosity. Double play to end it. I drink to that, James. Swing and a miss. Partita pitches, man. Really good pitcher in high school. 97-mile-an-hour sustained fastball. 1-1. It's a strike. 1-2 now. 4 strikes to end the game. Dos Equis. Dos Equis. Take a couple strikeouts. Popped up. Right field. Jorian Wilson gets it. 2 down. 1 out until conference play, y'all. 1 out until conference play. Y'all ready for the weekend, guys? Oklahoma series on deck. Y'all in here are going to get a little bit of a sneak peek. Not too much of a sneak peek, a little bit. But I'm going to drop my OU preview video a little bit early for all of you guys in the chat right now. I'm going to drop the link in the chat, and I'm going to pin it. It's an unlisted video, so only you guys will be able to watch it for the next 10 or 15 minutes or so. So as you get out of here, you guys will have first rights. Thanks for being at the show. But we'll be live for every game this weekend against OU. All 3 games this weekend will be here on the channel. Watch party for all of them. I'm sure there will be a salsa challenge involved, but hoping to get that first series win. And in this video, I do predict what's going to happen this weekend. I can't tell you now. Watch the video and you'll see. But here is the OU preview link. Boom. I believe that link should be active and working for you guys. Someone click that and let me know if it's working. I think it works. I did it. It's unlisted, not private, so you guys should be able to get in there. But that'll go live after this game for the public. Just thank you guys so much for being here today. Yeah, drop a like if you could. Sub to the channel. Shout out Roback. If y'all haven't checked out Roback, it's this active shirt. It's like just an awesome gym shirt. Or I even wear it to work sometimes. It's a nice fitted t-shirt, hats. But they make a lot of A&M branded stuff, including Reveille, like logos. Like there's a Reveille polo, a Reveille hoodie. Links in the description. Check it out. Discount code TAMU20 gets you 20% off your order. Yeah, thank you guys. It was a really, really fun watch party today. It was real quiet early on, but we got it going. I'll also be live Thursday night. Y'all can see the rundown bottom here. Thursday live for the basketball SEC tournament game, and then live for every game this weekend. A&M's going to make a pitching change just to close this thing out. Yep, I'll be live on Thursday for the basketball game, live every game this weekend for OU. We'll have a lot of fun. I'm excited, man. College baseball, like I said, I tell you guys this all the time. I only got into college baseball 2-3 seasons ago, and I fall in love with it. I made this YouTube channel in 2022. I never thought I would make anything besides football, but I have fallen in love with this sport. Aggie baseball. Fresh Corn's out there. Full dress rehearsal for all the mainstays in the pitching staff aside from the weekend starters. But I'm making preview videos. I'm trying my best. I'm still learning the baseball terminology, making correct assumptions, coming to correct conclusions. So I'm hoping you guys can comment. I know a lot of y'all know baseball better than me, and y'all can help me out in these videos and say where you agree or add to what I'm saying. First ball is contacted. Flying grab by Sawyer Farr to end the game. A one-pitch, one-out outing for Fresh Corn to end it. And the Aggies get the win. Guys, that was fun. We'll do it again on Thursday. We'll do it again for every game this weekend. Check out the OU preview video. This game is over, so this video is going to go live now. Y'all can click it now. It's in the chat box here. Y'all go check out my OU preview where I give you my pick. But what a sixth inning, guys. A&M has the power just to turn this thing on at any given inning. They do it with patience. They can do it with power. Now it's time to go do it on the road versus a very much worthy SEC opponent. Should be a lot of fun. It's going to be a great challenge. I can't wait to watch, guys. All right, this video is now public. Sweet. Video's live, guys. Y'all are the first to get to it, by the way. So thank you guys for being here. Like and sub on the way out. I'll read off chat. Give me your final thoughts going into conference play. I'll read them off before we get out of here, guys. Drop your final thoughts on the team going into conference play. Boom. Alrighty. Baseball didn't go far. He didn't let it go far. What's up, SB? Good to see you. How about those Spurs? Let's get this win tonight, man. Ryan, thank you, man, for being here. That was the last out. It was Sawyer Farr just reached really far and grabbed it. Be safe tonight. Get your weather alerts. Gotcha. Great baseball content for a boy baseball guy. Yeah, I didn't give a crap about any sports. When I got into A&M, got super into pretty much all the Aggie sports. Absolutely. Gig 'em, BTTS. See you, Gabriel. James, thanks for being here. Had fun with you, Ryan. Thanks for being here. BTTS. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, UNSA. GG, Aggies. Feeling good. 15-1. Feels great, man. Feels so good. We're already hot. Now let's get healthy. Dude, true. We're hot. Just need to get healthy. We'll check all the H boxes. Hot, healthy, Hacopian. Let's get the H's in check here. Still under the radar. Absolutely under the radar. And I think we'll sneak under there until we play Georgia, maybe. I don't know how many eyes OU would draw if we do great there. Maybe some. But let's keep it that way. I love the team, man. I really do. Feel better I did to start the season. Pitching and hitting looks good. Absolutely. We have Big Mo on our sides. 100%, John. Good to see you. Feeling pretty good, especially with others out hurt, so I see us only getting better. Absolutely. The depth is shining right now. Go Team USA. Favorite show and stream. Thanks, Drew. I always appreciate seeing you in here. This was a lot of fun. We win 2 out of 3 versus Blow You this weekend. Gig 'em. That's a good pick. Y'all can see mine. Click the link in the comments, guys. The link in the chat. That's my OU preview video. If y'all go in there and drop a like in there, help that video get off to the right foot, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for being here. We put belt to ass. We really did. You know what? I know it's not the song anymore, but we'll play it one more time for good measure. Play that damn song and get us the hell out of here. I'll see you guys on Thursday.
Oh, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Rare bog, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. And in that bog there was a hole, a rare hole, a rattling hole, with a hole in the bog and the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Rare bog, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Now in that hole there was a tree, rare tree, a rattling tree, with the tree in the hole, in the hole, in the bog, and the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Rare bog, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Now on that tree there was a branch, a rare branch, a rattling branch, with a branch on the tree, and the tree in the hole, in the bog, and the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Rare bog, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Now on that branch there was a limb, rare limb, a rattling limb, the limb the branch and the branch and the tree and the tree and the hole in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Rare bog, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Now on that limb there was a nest, rare nest, a rattling nest. A nest in the limb and the limb and the branch and the branch and the tree and the tree and the hole in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Rare bog, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Now on that nest there was a bird, rare bird, a rattling bird. The bird in the nest and the nest and the limb and the limb and the branch and the branch and the tree and the tree and the hole in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Rare bog, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Now in that bird there was an egg, rare egg, a rattling egg. An egg and the bird and the nest and the nest and the limb and the limb and the branch and the branch and the tree and the tree and the hole in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Rare bog, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Now in that egg there was a bird, rare bird, a rattling bird. The bird and the egg and the bird and the nest and the nest and the limb and the branch and the branch and the tree and the tree and the hole in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Rare bog, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Now on that bird there was a feather, rare feather, a rattling feather. The feather and the bird and the egg and the bird and the nest and the limb and the branch and the tree and the hole in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Rare bog, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Now on that feather there was a worm, rare worm, a rattling worm. The worm on the feather and the bird and the egg and the bird and the nest and the limb and the branch and the tree and the hole in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Rare bog, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Now on that worm there was a hare.
If you're still here,